The national team, that's where we start our conversation. We told guys, send your questions to the coach, what you want to know about the Harambee Stars. But funny enough, everybody wants the money. Arnold Rupia says, I am a football enthusiast. I've never won anything in my life, and I'm so broke right now. Kindly consider me for the quickfire. We'll give you the numbers to call, and once we give you the numbers, good luck in trying to call. Dante Mwana, Danilo Mwangi says, the likes of Dennis Oliech, Ayub Timbe, and Jesse Were should be in the team for AFCON 2019. We need to have enough firepower up front, plus the experience will help at the AFCON. Coach, Minye, is it Minya, Minye, Minye?
Minye in French, Sebastian here in Kenya now.
In Kenya, what do they call you? What do the players call you?
Sebastian, Migne sometimes.
That's what they call
coaches
them.
In Swahili.
Coaches. What have they taught you, Swahili? A couple of words, you know?
Not really. Not really.
Yet.
I can talk with my heart, but in Swahili it's difficult. My son is better than me.
Oh,
he learns Swahili in French school.
You told me he's going to French school and he's learning Swahili now.
Yes.
That's
he
good.
Has some Swahili lessons.
Does it mean, Coach, you're here for the long
lessons,
haul?
of course.
Your family is here. Does
yes.
it mean you're here to stay?
Normally, yes.
Wow.
They are happy to live here and to be there. And but after, you know, in football, we will see.
Okay.
I know today, tomorrow, it will be another day.
Okay. Coach, you said after the Ghana game that the hard work begins now. In terms of AFCON, people are looking at Kenya, the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. The game against Ghana proved away in Ghana, in Accra, proved that the win here was no fluke.
Yeah.
So do you feel that people will come hard at you at the Cup of Nations, knowing that you're not an underdog?
Yeah, but since 1 year now, almost 1 year, we work a lot with all my staff and the players. We try to build a strong team, able to compete in the high level, or to try, because it's not easy. It was a new challenge to compete well against a top team in Africa away, and I think we show it was possible for us, but I don't know if we are able to repeat that for the future, because if you want to stay in the high level, you have to repeat this kind of performance. It's my next target to repeat that for the next AFCON.
In your pool of players, the players you've looked at, and you're saying this could have a chance to make the final list for the finals, AFCON finals, what database of players do you have? How many are they?
I have a long roster in my database, but actually maybe 30 players in my head. I have to be honest. I will bring 26 players at the beginning of my camp, and after it will be necessary to reduce at 23, but we have 2 months in front of us to think about it. A lot of things can happen. Injuries, about the fitness, we will see. I'm there every time to have a look for every weekend about the performance of my players.
Okay.
And after I will have a choice. It will be complicated, but it's every time it's good for one coach when you have difficulties to make your final list. I will have some choice. I will try to practice the good choice for Kenya.
Coach, you look very confident. I've never seen you this happy in any interview, actually. You're smiling a lot, you're more relaxed. Does it mean that the pressure is off you? The challenges that you had, you've always complained about money, you've always complained about preparation. Government has finally come and say, look, you wanted 244 million for preparation, have it.
Yes, but until now, we don't have any money, okay? About my camp for the preparation, about the new company for equipment,
yes,
about also my salary and the salary of my staff. It's really difficult, but I cannot complain every time about it. I know that when I read on the newspaper everything is sold out. It's not true. It's necessary to explain that for the fans. But now my target is only about AFCON, and we will see. I want to think only about football.
Okay.
And you know, I'm never relaxed in my mind. Every time I want more. I want to push my player to give me more, and for Kenya also. But I don't know. I'm well there in Kenya. My family is well. That means maybe you can see on my face
yes.
I'm happy.
Coach, where can you say, before we go into the questions that are coming in from the fans, which areas are you very comfortable with and say, this one in my mind, I am sorted? Which areas do you feel, in my mind, I'm not settled, I need to really look carefully and see who to pick for the tournament?
I don't know, honestly. I didn't think about it. We will see. I told you I have again a few days to think about everything, and I have full confidence everywhere. Everywhere.
And when it comes to your camp in France, now that they say the money will be availed, if and when you get the money and you get the camp that you want, how long will the camp be? What will you do in that period? And when should we expect that now you say, I am satisfied, these are the ones that I'm taking? Will you take your final squad to the camp, or will you take everybody to camp, then cut it down after that?
As soon as possible, I would like to start my camp. I think some players will finish the league in Europe in the middle of May. Maybe I will let them 1 week rest, for example, for Victor Wanyama. He already told me he will be in Kenya, maybe in Malindi during 1 week, and after we will start with an opening camp, maybe for some locals, and some Kenyan will finish the league in Europe. And as soon as possible, I would like to start my camp around the 27th maybe of May, because we need to work hard. And or you can see, after only 4-5 days sometimes, but 4 days, we can prepare not so bad the team to play against Ghana. I would like to see after 3 weeks in my hands what we can do. And in this kind of tournament, it will be necessary for us. And I want to work hard. What about the location for the camp? I thought about different places. If it was, for example, as usually in February, I think the camp will be maybe in Senegal, maybe in Gulf, Abu Dhabi, maybe Dubai, Oman. You have some places really good for that. But at this period, it will be too warm, and in terms of climate and thermoregulation, it's not possible for me, because I want 2 or 3 training sessions per day at the beginning of a camp, and I want a place with a good weather, and I think around Paris, I know the place and the location, it will be perfect for us, with a good accommodation, with a good material for the medical staff also, and the possibility to have some friendly games against national team like Cameroon, Uganda will be there, Tunisia also, Madagascar, a lot of African teams who can speak French. And Paris, it's only from 4 hours from Cairo, you know, and it's so important. We cannot waste energy, and for me it will be the good place. And after, for last week, to come in Egypt to have a good acclimatation for the weather, but will reduce at this time the number of training sessions. For me, it will be the perfect preparation. You know, if you fail your preparation, you will prepare to fail.
Good.
It's so important for me. I know this kind of tournament, and if we are not ready, it will be difficult to compete.
You'll come from Nairobi into the camp in France, straight into Cairo. No coming back to Nairobi.
Yes, I think it will be the best way. It's the same. I don't want to waste energy to come back in Nairobi, to have a lot of events, maybe with media, maybe with the President of the Republic. If we have to do that, it will be before to travel in France.
Okay.
In France or in another place, but we can win time. I know perfectly the place.
Many questions are coming in, but I'll let Mukami check what is happening on that side.
Yes, now let's actually take a quick look in terms of what you guys at home are saying. What questions do you have for the coach, Sebastien Mignier? Let's take a look right now. Remember, you can tweet us using the hashtag MondayFootball. So we have Oraya Osoro who says, I feel that Jesse should make the final team. However, I'm yet to hear the coach's thoughts on why he drops Jesse. Otherwise, I feel he makes a better backup for Olunga because of the experience.
Okay, let's take about 2 or 3 questions, then the coach will deal with them.
Then, let's look next. Crispin Baraza, he says, which criteria does Mignier use to select his squad? The squad against Ghana was not the best because there were a number of inexperienced players who are not yet ready to play international matches. One more question. Let's take one from Justin Munene, who's saying, football, are you satisfied with the support accorded to you so far? And we also have Dante Moana, who says, what problem does he have with the Zesco United players? Oof. I'm sure that is in reference to Jesse Were. And we have Stanislas Kagwa Stansi. Why does he keep playing Wanyama in that advanced role, yet he isn't that creative? Is there any problem playing him to his strength as the defensive midfielder at Spurs?
Okay, coach. Straight, I know you have faced these questions before from the media and staff. The question of Zesco United players and Jesse Were. The fans are asking, how do you assess Jesse Were? Why is he dropped when he comes to camp?
It's a choice. I cannot take 30 players. You know, I have to make some choice. My first choice in this position is Olunga, but we cannot discuss about this choice because he was there before me and is one of our leaders. You know, he scored a lot of goals for national team. He scored a lot of goals for national team.
Bottom line, and he scored a lot of goals.
Yes.
Jesse Were fans, I hope you've heard that. 0 goals for the national team. Olunga, many goals for the national team. I hope that answers part of your question.
And you know, for a striker, the statistics are so important. How many assists, how many goals, and it's so important for me. I cannot judge only about the behavior. Everybody can have a good behavior. You can have a good behavior, but you will not be on my next call-up for national team.
Okay. Support. Somebody else asked about support. Are you happy with the support you're getting now from Federation, from government, from the fans' reaction?
From my president, yes, of course. When I decide to come here to work in your country, it's because I had a good feeling with him. I'm really happy about the support, about the fan. We filled in the stadium. It was not the case before. And that means something in terms of football become important for the fans and the population. And I can see that in the street. The feeling is so interesting with them. I'm so happy for that, but they need to continue. You know, it's easy to support the team when you have a good result. Now it will be difficult to confirm in the high level, and if you want to compete well, we need the support, because when we saw the result about the different group in Africa, you need to win at home. If you win at home, you can be qualified for each competition, World Cup, Africa Cup of Nations. That means after Africa Cup of Nations, for the next competition, we will need the support of the fans with a full stadium. If you want to prepare to win, it will be like it.
Okay.
You know.
Now let's hold it there as we take more questions, Bernard.
Like I'm just trying to understand how to do 1-2, 1-2. I think with one foot, I think I'm able to do it, but I think these are the professionals. And just let's try and understand exactly what what prompted them to actually take this particular aspect of the game and not play professionally, because I understand all of them have actually played the game at one point, but they decided to take a different component of the game. And I'm joined by Alex here, who is one of the jugglers. Alex, I know you've played football before. Thank you for joining us this afternoon, Monday Football.
Thank you, man.
Why did you decide to do juggling as opposed to playing like even as an amateur, professionally playing for a club?
Okay, I've already played for a club, played professionally, but juggling just came by passion. Just loving the ball, found myself juggling.
Just tell us about your background. I know you come from a very humble background. Just tell us about your background in terms of football.
Yeah, my background has been humble, as you said. I've been born in Nairobi, grown in Nairobi, played primary in Nairobi, played the secondary in Nairobi, played for Kawangware, played in Ithaca, went to Brazil in 2010.
Wow, you went to Brazil in 2010.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
It was nice, thank God.
So why did you decide to leave playing for the club and actually do juggling, and how easy was it or how difficult was it for you?
Okay, regular football, you know, there are many players, but the exposure is what is the problem. Yeah, that's the problem, I think. Even the coach, I think if he goes to the suburbs there, there are better players there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So quickly, what we'll do is this. You have your two colleagues here. We have Francis and we have Amos. So what is a style that most jugglers need to know, the basics? And you just talk over what they're doing, and then you can tell us just the basics. What should a juggler be able to do? Standard.
Okay, I think first of all, a juggler should be calm. Just be calm with the ball, because you're the one in control of the ball. Just don't let the ball be in control of you. Yeah, and then the passion for the ball. If you love the ball will love you back.
Wow.
Yeah.
You love the ball will love you back.
Yeah.
So like I've seen him putting the ball in the back of the neck. How difficult is that, or easy is it? Because I've tried it and unfortunately.
I wouldn't say it's hard.
Yeah.
It comes with just practice. Try to do it daily and daily. As much as you fail, keep on trying.
Okay.
It will come.
Okay. Let me talk to Francis here. Francis, thank you so much for joining us on Monday Football.
Yes.
As Alex has said, he says you love the ball loves you back. How long have you been doing juggling?
I can say I've been doing juggling since I was a very small kid.
Very small kid.
Yes.
That's how many years ago?
Like 15 years back.
15 years back.
Yes.
So you have actually played for a club as well.
Yes, I'm still playing.
You're still playing?
Yeah.
So let's be very honest. Sometimes I'm sure you're tempted. You're seeing a defender advancing, you have the ball. Do you sometimes try and maybe nutmeg them, weka chobo, unaweka ya otho?
It's a must, because the things we are doing on the pitch.
Yes.
We are passionate about football.
Yes.
So it feels very nice to do whatever you see on TV.
And your coach doesn't get angry, because I know coaches are not too happy. I'm sure the coach here, the Harambee Stars coaches, would be too happy. A player trying to do some show off at the expense of the game.
It depends on the game situation.
Yes.
So when you're like 3 goals up,
yes,
you're allowed to do something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You only do it when 3 goals up.
And even the position of the field.
Yes.
Yeah. You cannot do it near your post, because of course you risk being robbed of the ball and being scored.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I can ask you a question. I know, Ronald, there's a lot of players who are very good in terms of skills and juggling. Who would you say is your inspiration? Who do you look up to in terms of jugglers?
I can say Ronaldinho Gaucho, the legend. He's been my role model ever since I was a small kid. And that's why I'm passionate about playing football and also juggling.
And also juggling.
Yeah.
Right. Amos, I think he's the tallest of the 3. Does height give you an advantage in doing some certain styles, some certain techniques?
Yeah.
Show us one particular style. Tell us what you're going to do first and then do it.
Like around the world. Like that.
But I've seen them doing as well, so
no. For him, he's more comfortable.
He's more comfortable.
Yeah.
So your journey with juggling, where did it start? What made you decide, let me do juggling, let me not play for club? Or if you're still playing, which club do you play for?
I started playing when I was at least 11 years.
Right? That's quite young, yeah?
Yeah. And I play for Home in Home, Waithaka.
It's in the division?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the most difficult technique rather, like there's a technique that you find is very difficult. Not many jugglers can be able to achieve it.
Like juggling behind.
Who can do it here? Not yet.
Yeah, I used to, but I left it time for them to.
Okay. What is fascinating, Mike and Mukami, is that all these three gentlemen, I also asked them about the national football team, Harambee Stars, and it seems they have the same consensus, Jesse Were. I want you to say another player you'd want to be in the team. Mmesema nyinyi wote Jesse Were. Who would you want as well to be in the team? The microphone. Where's the microphone? Who else do you want to be in the team? And why?
I can say, according to my own view of the sport,
Right.
I find competitive football is very difficult.
Right.
So at least if they can pick a player from the toughest leagues, like for example the National Super League,
Right.
that player can be very, very
Which player?
strong.
Which player do you think?
Which one?
Somebody
For
maybe from
example,
Wazito?
Ida Sven. Yes. He's
Sven
also-
Yida plays for the national
Harambee
for
Sharks.
for
Right.
Sharks.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody from the National Super League. Who do you think? Top of your
Super
head.
League, I can say somebody like my former teammate is called James Kinyanjui.
James Kinyanjui. James didn't send you here, did you? To ask that question.
No.
Okay, James. Why James? Why do you think he should make the team?
He's a young boy, first
Right.
of all. We are age mates. We've been playing football together.
Yeah.
And I think he's very, very talented, creative. Yeah.
Okay, which position does he play in?
He plays at an attacking midfielder position.
Attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
Attacking midfielder. Alex, who do you feel?
Kinyanji is playing now for Matare United.
Yes.
Mother United, right.
Coach was on the under-23 team.
Yeah,
Yes.
I discovered him last season in
Yes.
in Tika United.
Right.
You know.
There we go.
Okay, my opinion to that, I think first of all, the coach is Coach Ndomjanja.
Right.
Coach is the one who knows best
Right.
who to fit, because you see, like the AFCON, it's not something like you can pick every. It requires a lot, the experience, the talent, the discipline. So, I think coach should just know best. And then I said Jesewere because I've seen him play. He's got the talent, the speed, and he's a serious striker.
He's a serious striker.
Yeah.
Do you have
I think Bernard,
Yes.
on the issue of Jesse Were, the coach has summarized it
Exactly.
very well.
Yeah.
And he has said, he even talked about it before. I remember the coach said, yes, Jesse Were is here, but Jesse Were needs to prove to me that he actually deserves to be in this team. And you're picked from what you do in training, not history.
Right.
What you do at training and how you, I've attended some of the training sessions by Coach Minye, and I can tell you for free, he demands a lot. He's a tough coach. And if you cannot deliver what he demands in training, he tells you, you deliver it in training, you'll deliver it on the game. You don't deliver it in training, no miracles happen in the game. True or false, coach?
What I can add with GC, I already saw him 3 times with 3 different camps, and with my staff, we were unanimous. He were not ready to compete for us until now, but what is fantastic in football, the answer, every time the player has the answer, not me. And after I will decide if I can see something interesting, I can change my opinion about the player. For example, Joash was not in the first 11 with Gormaya in the last games. At the beginning of the camp, Mandela was injured, some player was not there or suspended, and but he showed me during the camp he was ready to compete. I was not sure, but for my opinion, it was the best choice to add Joash with Moussa in my central defense, and he showed me it's the best thing for a coach. The player has the answer, and maybe GC will show me something, but now it's complicated because the next AFCON will be in 2 months, you know.
True.
And I didn't see until now.
Coach, one last one on Jesse Were. the way he's played for Zesco United, obviously he was named the best player in the entire Zambian league. And obviously that is not easy. I would honestly say the league in Zambia is better than the one in Kenya. Would it be maybe giving him a chance and seeing during a game setting whether he can transform that on form, his on form, and like taking advantage of that and seeing whether he'll deliver on the game, and if he doesn't, at least we'll know.
I think Harambee Star gave him a chance. 26 call-up, I think. I gave him a chance against Malawi also to show me his quality. I will be careful to tell something about the level of Zambian league. If it was the best league in the world, everybody knew that, you know. I watched his game against Ghana. They lost 2-0, and the best Kenyan player was Duncan Otieno. He was playing from Ghana during this game. It's an answer, beginning of an answer, but we cannot say today, even in Africa, Zesco or Zambian league is the best league in Africa. They have a good organization.
Than Kenya.
I'm not sure. Gor Mahia is still qualified for Confederation Cup.
But their teams in the CAF Champions League.
It's not a lot of difference, honestly.
Okay, understood. Let's see, what about friendly games where there's not that much at stake? Because I know for an African Cup of Nations qualifier, you want your best on the pitch. But what about friendlies that are going to be set up in preparation for the game?
We have some contact for some friendly games, but I'm obliged to wait for the door. For example, Uganda will be in camp in Belgium. We will be in Paris, and we can have a friendly games in the middle, but depends on. Maybe we will be on the same group, and after I would like maybe to compete against our big team, to compete against another style of football. It will be perfect for me, but we need to wait for the 12th of April for that.
Okay.
But we work on it, and we have some contact, and I think the 12 or 13, we try to finalize everything for that.
Okay.
Regarding the lineup of the Harambee Stars heading to the Africa Cup of Nations, Kogalo have their game later this afternoon, but they obviously would have a bias to have several of their players featuring in the Stars team that is going to AFCON.
I've picked out 2-3 names that I've said. They're telling the coach that since Gor are the champions of Kenya, they should have 8 players in the national team. If they deserve, yes. If they don't deserve, no. So they've thrown in a couple of names, and as usual, we'll let the coach respond to that. Boniface Omondi, Kenneth Muguna, and who else? Jojo Diambo, Blackberry. No, Josh is there already. So they've mentioned 3 players that I think you've called a few before.
But you know, when I wake up every day, my feeling is what is good for Kenya, for football Kenya, not for Gor Mahia, unfortunately. I'm not the coach of Gor Mahia. If you need to have all the squad of Gor, you need to put to take the coach of Gor Mahia, you know. And I try to select the player I think able to compete well for Kenya and to have a base choice. And you know, sometimes also it's not the best 23 players I can call up. It's the best player for my group, you know, to try to build a winning mentality and a good team spirit to compete well in the high level.
There's somebody who says, Isaiah Amwai, of everybody else, I like his tweet. He says, tell Coach Minye he's the right man for the job.
Thank you so much.
That is all he says. Tell Coach Minye he's the right man for the job. Do you have the questions from Mombasa? Robert? Okay, can we play them?
And what about the players from Mombasa?
Aha, they're coming.
I didn't see the interview.
Majina naitwa Fred Onyango ama Ranks Woodmonica kutoka Likoni. Harambee Stars wamefuzu, lakini Kwa group stage sioni kama watasonga mbele.
Kwa nini unasema hivyo?
Kwa vile hata ukiangalia ile mchezo tumecheza juzi na Ghana, hata kwa vile ma strikers wetu hawawezani na vile wanachagua wachezaji sahihi, kuna mambo kiundani, sioni tukisonga mbele. Ni vile tu.
Ungepewa fursa ya kumwambia coach wa Harambee Stars, ungemwambia nini?
Mimi ningemwambia angalie striking force ya Harambee Stars na midfield.
Kenya inapoelekea katika AFCON 2019.
Okay, majina yangu naitwa Tony Mlagui aka Milestone. Mimi kwa maoni yangu nasema kwamba Kenya wanaweza kufanya maajabu kwenye AFCON. Sababu imepita miaka mingi sana tangu Kenya waende kwa hizo AFCON. Kwa hiyo mimi bado nina imani kwamba tutafanya bidii na tutaenda mbele. Japokuwa yule mshambulizi wetu engineer hayupo, lakini bado hivyo. Mimi naamini kwamba Kenya tutafanya bidii, japokuwa kile kikombe kitakitwaa, lakini kwenye round of 16 labda tutafika kwenye round of 16.
Alafu ukipewa fursa kumuongelesha coach kwa sasa kama Mkenya, utamwambia nini?
Mimi nitasema aendelee tu hivyo, lakini kwenye striking force pale vile aongezee vijana wadogo wenye uzoefu pale vile, ndio zile mpira penyezi kuingia ndani.
Kwa majina naitwa Laban Monyi, kutoka katika kaunti ya Mombasa. Mimi kwa maoni yangu naweza sema hivi, Kenya tuweza fanya vizuri tukielekea hiyo Africa Cup of Nations. Isipokuwa kuna ile mchezaji ile kiburi tuweze kuacha. Alafu pia coach angalie upande wa defense na midfield. Akirekebisha hapo tutafaulu.
Alafu ungepewa fursa ya kumuongelesha coach, wewe ungemwambia nini sasa?
Coach ningemwambia asife moyo, ila akae na ile maelewano na wachezaji. Akiongea hii wamsikize, mchezaji akisema hii amsikize, na hapo tutaendelea mbele.
Alafu ma players wote wajua ni wa Kenya, ungetaka nini wakiwa wanakwenda wajitume kivipi?
Ma player waache mambo ya kuna hizi stare pia huwa anafanya sana. Stare nyingi na mpira huwa haziendi. Hizo wake kando kidogo na tucheze mpira.
Unataraji kwamba pia kumekuwa na matatizo ile kama ni funding nini na nini. Serikali unataka ifanye nini?
Kwa serikali maoni yangu ningependa kuambia serikali kuwa iweze kusaidia timu Harambee Stars, hata kama wataka chochote wafanyie.
The views of the fans from Mombasa are very interesting because they're talking about the striking force mostly, and they're saying it's time to try out new, young, energetic players. Pick out different ones, try them out there, and you see if the results will be there, because all of them are complaining about our striking force. We don't have strikers.
We have Olunga, who strike a lot of goals for our national team. He's a young player, 24 years old. And we saw last game Masoud Juma is a good option also. Chris Bamba will be ready to compete with us also from Sweden. I gave him a call-up to regularize his situation, and now we receive an answer, but unfortunately only last Tuesday. It was too late for the games against Ghana, and he will be ready to compete with us. Don't forget, we don't have Ayoub Timbe until now, but he will be there also for AFCON. That means there are a lot of challenge also in front of the attack, and it will not be easy to have a good choice, but of course today Olunga is in first position, but everything is open. You will have after the CHAN, and it will be one opportunity for some local players to show me. And after, my difficulty is to find the good balance, you know, between experimented players, some young talented players, some locals also. It's important to develop a good team spirit. It's not easy to find the good balance. You can make a good choice and sometimes to commit a mistake, but I think since 1 hour we grow up, and now we step by step we are on the way to compete against strong team.
Stanislas Kagawa says, From Coach Minye's answers on Jesse Were, I can now say that the likes of Piston and Masood only show him what he wants to see in training, then they vanish when it matters most, game time. I also had the same question about, I'll confess to you, Coach, I had a lot of questions about Masood Juma. I was attacked by the Masood Juma fans, but then I said, he will be vindicated if he gives a good performance against Ghana and he scores. But my question was, if you compare Masood Juma and what's his name, Abdallah Hassan from Bandari, what gives Masood Juma the edge of Abdallah Hassan?
Firstly, it's not the same position. Hassan is more comfortable
attacking left
on the wing side, maybe left, maybe right, because he delivered an assist against Malawi from the right side. And no, he's a good player. I think he will have opportunity to show us his quality for the chance qualification. I'm not sure for AFCON, but depends on also what I can see during the next 2 months.
Okay. Lots of questions coming in. I think we'll formulate all the questions and give Coach Minye to look at them, and those he can answer, we'll be able to give the answers. Where are we going back to? Feedback. Okay, Mukami, to you.
Okay, let's now take a few more questions from Twitter. We're asking you about the Harambee Stars squad and which players you'd like to see them. We have Edwin Karim Dola who says Harambee Stars hasn't been performing like this. What's the magic behind this? So we can see that. Let's look next up. We see Musalia Hannington. Do Dennis Oliech and Paul Were have chance to feature in your final squad for AFCON? Let's move on. We have Ipale Xavier Okilipa says, first, I wanna appreciate the coach for the fantastic job he's been doing. Only one question. Will you consider Gonzalez and Wanyama partnership in the midfield? I'm seeing a lot of questions about the formation. Coach, maybe you can just come really quickly. We can just do this very fast and just take a look at what the formation will actually be. So let's just go there. Formation for Team Kenya. This is just, obviously the tournament is still 2 months away. A lot of things can change between then, but I want you to tell us if you have your ideal starting 11, if every player is completely available, how would you line them up on the pitch? Maybe let me just move here. Yeah, you can just put for us.
Honestly, I had the idea about my feeling before Ghana, because I don't want to talk about the future. It will be to give gift for the opponent coaches, you know.
Yeah.
But we can speak about Ghana. For example, my choice for goalkeeper was Matasi. Why? I think since 1 year he delivered some good matches with some clean sheet and some good performance. Unfortunately, he commit one mistake against Ghana. But we cannot forget what he did for the Harambee Star since I'm here, you know. After it was Philemon. Where is Philemon?
We have Philemon Otino over here.
Yes, in the right side. It will be one opportunity. I think he will be in my last list for AFCON. It's so important for the team. He's ready to die for the coach, for his teammate, and he's really humble. He cannot do what he doesn't know to do, you know. He plays simple, but sometimes it's so important for the team and to show, to stay humble, you know, and he knows that perfectly. After Moussa, where is Moussa?
We have, yes.
Moussa, it's a confirmation since I'm here. Is one of my leader of my defense. We can change around him, but every time he's there, he competes well. He's fast, he can cover well, and in terms of team spirit also, he's a fantastic guy. After it was Joash. Where is Joash? Was there?
Yeah. Just help us just put all the players.
Maybe Eric was on the left side. It was after Dennis, it was Eric right side. William Bad. If I forget someone, tell me. Huh?
Yeah. Who are you looking
Francis, of course. Victor, the captain. It was after Masoud. Where is Masoud? Masoud. And Omolo. Where is Omolo? You forget Omolo?
No, there he is, Johanna.
And I can move?
Wait 1 second. Yeah, it's okay.
My organization was, oh yes, it was Masoud there and Johanna Omolo there. Yes.
Okay.
Masoud.
So that's
Perfect.
your ideal setup.
Against Ghana. After, depends on the opponent, depends on the fitness, the possibility of the players. I want to add something because I heard some comments about Victor. We cannot forget he's the captain of the team. He's my role on the field, and he needed to play this game to win time because he didn't play a lot since his injury. It was a good time for that. He competes so well against Ethiopia. He was a fantastic leader for the team. But we learned a specific regulation before the games against Ghana, and I was obliged to tell him if he received a new yellow card, he will be suspended for the first game for the final tournament. We discussed together. I think he has enough experience to compete well without to take risk to receive a yellow card. Maybe it's a beginning of an explanation for the last 30 minutes when he play under control, you know. It was also important to anticipate it, to think about the future. Okay. The game against Ghana was so important, but maybe the more important would be the next one.
Okay. Well, that's it we have from Monday Football today. Thank you so much, Coach, for being with us. I hope that when you start your camp, you'll again come with us and tell us how you've selected your team and all that. We are very demanding people as Kenyans, I know. We ask too many questions, yes?
We have so many coaches in your
sitting
country.
on the bench.
And it's our first time in so many years, so we're expecting and hoping for the best when we go to Egypt.
Thank you. We need your support.
We will give you all the support. We promise that when the camp starts, we will strive to be there, and we should be able to do a Monday Football show from there. So from us in studio this week, next week we'll be with Wazito. Alubala, I hope your team is ready. You've seen what happens in studio. So we'll see you next week, and have a good one.
Thank you.
They make me feel like I do you wrong.